for the junior delegates. Young mind who's stepping forward for his to learn. Thank you and welcome in Asia World MUN. So, we believe that leadership is not about the titles, it's about actions. Over the next few days, you will push your limits, face challenges head on, and create solutions that the world desperately needs. But more than friendships that cross borders, build confidence that lasts a lifetime, and discover a purpose that will drive you forward long after this conference ends. Let's make this journey unforgettable. Let's make Asia World MUN a turning point, not just for you, but for the you will one day be. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Farizal, for the speech, and we would like to kindly ask you to remain on stage for us to proceed with our next agenda. And ladies and gentlemen, we now have reached to a special moment in our program, a gesture of gratitude to honor our esteemed guests. And on behalf of the International Global Network, we would like to present the token of appreciation. And with that, I would like to kindly invite the following distinguished guests to the stage. The first one, His Excellency Iswaldo Gaspar, the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste, Malaysia. Her Excellency, the Gabriel Pisigi, Charge d'Affaires of the South Africa High Commissioner to Malaysia. His Excellency, Mr. Ivan Rizvi, Acting High Commissioner of the Democratic Republic of Sri Lanka, and Mr. Carlos Javier Castillo Morales, the Deputy Head of Mission at the Embassy of the Republic of Peru, to the stage. Please welcome. And once again, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to each of you for your invaluable support and contributions towards the Asia World MUN. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give a big round of applause to our distinguished guests? And I would like to request Mr. Farizal to stand in the middle of the stage for us to present in the photo session in a group. Alright, get ready? On my count, in 3, 2, 1, smile! Alright. Thank you so much to Mr. Farizal and our distinguished guests. You may now return back to your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give them a big hand. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed the first part of our event tonight. And I would like to first begin with, how are you guys doing? Great. How was the food? Was it delicious? Alright, welcome to Malaysia. It is very famous for the food. Alright, so now I would like to take this moment to extend our deepest appreciation to the Malaysia Convention and Exhibition Bureau, or MISAP, our branded sponsor, for their unwavering support in making this event a success, everyone. Let's give them a big hand to MISAP. Your contribution has been very instrumental in bringing our vision to life. Thank you. And additionally, we would like to also thank to everyone here who has played a part in making this event a very memorable one. To all of you here, please give a big hand to yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's wrap up the event today. So, Wanakam, Jajahal, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang and welcome to the opening ceremony of the Asia World Model United Nations. Alright. So, with the introduction for our event, basically AWMON 10th edition, alright, ladies and gentlemen, is organized and supported by International Global Network, an organization that focuses on youth capacity development. And in this edition, our grand theme, as you can see on the screen right here, is navigating the future, shaping our role in the fifth industrial revolution. And first and foremost, Alhamdulillah, thank you to the Almighty mercy and blessings that we are able to gather and attend this conference smoothly. Perhaps you guys have been in the flight for quite a long time for some of you, right? So I hope that everything that you have gone through just now and you had some good rest for us to attend this ceremony here this evening. So, before we go further, can I hear some noise from the delegates? But perhaps maybe I would like to call upon the delegates of UNICEF. Can we hear some noise from the UNICEF Council or Junior Council? Okay, there are no noise at all. I just can't hear it. All right. Can the next council beat that with your, you can shout your own on your own loudly. So what about? Can I hear some noise from the WHO Council? Okay, you're getting the hang of it, alright? Okay, perhaps you're a bit full from the food just now. So, the next one, can I hear some noise from the ILO Council? Thanks for everyone, please. And last but definitely not the least, can we hear some noise from the UNEP Council? Right. So, why don't all of us? How are you guys? Asia World everyone? Okay, UNEP is louder than everyone here all together, but it's okay. Alright. We're still going to proceed with the ceremony, and thank you so much for the energy, and I hope that you guys can keep the spirit up until the event ends for tonight. Alright? So, and I would like to also wish that you're all in a good health. And best of luck to all of you here as we embark on this conference journey together smoothly. Alright? It is such an honor for me to be here tonight with all of you and to close the beginning of this conference attended by the delegates from 27 countries all around the world. Isn't that amazing, guys? Okay, 27 countries, that's a lot, alright? And before I begin the ceremony, I will like to introduce myself. My name is Shahril, and I will be your host for tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to witness some amazing speakers that are going to share their invaluable insights and thoughts for our event. And also we are going to witness I would say there is amazing performance from our own delegates. And there are still a lot of other agendas that are being lined up for you this evening. And to begin with, as we continue with our program, I am privileged to introduce to you our first speaker. And it is my privilege to invite His Excellency Niswaldo Gaspar, the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste to Malaysia, to come up on stage to say a few words. Please welcome.
Thank you to Master of Ceremony, Pak Fahri, President of International Global Network, Excellencies, fellow diplomats, dear esteemed delegates, parents and teachers, ladies and gentlemen. I feel privileged to speak to the bright future who will share our future at this Asia or Modern United Nations organized here in Kuala Lumpur. It is true an honor to stand before you as it is not every day that one has the opportunity to address those who will lead us in the future, for a better future. Let me just begin by telling a story how our president visited Malaysia in December 2022. His Excellency President Suzanne Ramzon, President of Timor-Leste, was on a state visit in Singapore from 6 to 11 December 2022. During that visit on one Thursday evening, having dinner like this, our President communicated to the Honorable Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia. I assume during the course of the meal, our President sent a voice command to his phone, something like, "Hi Siri, send a text to Prime Minister Anwar that I'm in Singapore." So, to make the story short, both leaders agreed that our President would visit Malaysia. So our President arrived in Kuala Lumpur on Sunday. So they texted each other on Thursday and arrived here on Sunday unplanned. This story just illustrates how diplomatic world has changed since I started my journey to be a diplomat 2 decades ago, whereby diplomats rely heavily on traditional means of communications, face-to-face negotiation, official letter. Therefore, it took many months, if not years, to organize such a high-level visit of a state visit by a foreign state. This story also highlights the fact that now we live in a time that marked by unprecedented changes in the connection, technological and scientific advances through artificial intelligence. As we all now know that we are in the era of fifth industrial revolution, which emphasizes on the enhancing human capability through innovation and our relation with technology. I mentioned that diplomats were the main actor of international relations and cooperation. But however, with the advancement of technology and the automatization process that we experience, some of diplomats' job has been been performed by machine. And this is a challenge that as a diplomat we are facing. But yet, even in such circumstances that we're facing, diplomats will continue hold a crucial role. In this industrial revolution that we are facing at the moment, diplomat will be still the bridge that connect between nations, that enhance our dialogue, that foster our understanding among nations, and even to solve problems that we're facing together. The technology that we have experienced also brings challenges such as cyber attack, privacy issue, and ethical aspect. Therefore, it is diplomats to find and conclude agreement that ensure positive benefit of the technology and innovation to all nations. It is the expert of diplomat that will and can navigate the complexity of multilateral setting and dialogues, so that we can come to understanding, we can come to agreement to better use technology for social goods. A small country like Timor-Leste, through diplomacy and good cooperation with our neighbor and friendly countries and partners, we can obtain and access to technology that at home we might not have. So, diplomats will continue to play important role in this emergence, the fifth industrial revolution. I talk to the young leaders who will be the leader of our world in the future. There's a saying that the old generations glorify the past. Contrary to that, the young generations looking forward. And I can assure you that with the open mindset, you will be, and hardworking, you will be the innovator. You will be the trendsetter, and you will be the one that's shaping and providing the solution of the common problem that we're facing today. You know, we experience our daily life that through social media and their interactions, young people, youth, making initiative and make goals, actions for issues that we are facing, such as climate change, and advocating and campaigning for common goals. And I'm sure that with this process, young people are utilizing social media platform to mobilize change, raise awareness, and shaping the policy that matter to our future. To conclude, I'm sure that through this conference and this simulation that we are going to have during this Asia World Model United Nations, you'll find some countries that will have greater advantage comparing to others in terms of new technology. Of course, I will urge you to advocate strongly for the interests of your country. But I would also recommend you to take into consideration to ensure collaboration through dialogue and shared commitment to ensure these revolutions, this new technology will benefit all nations, be it small, large, for the better future of all. With that note, I wish you all very best and success in the Asia World Model of United Nations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency Visual Yulanpar, for your insightful and inspiring words. We truly appreciate your support and contributions to this event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big hand. All right. So we have done with our first speaker that touches the importance, very hot topic on the artificial intelligence just now. All right. So, anyways, we hope that all of you gained a lot of valuable insight from the speech just now, and we are going to move on with our next speech. And our next speaker is going to be, and we would like to invite to come up to the stage Her Excellency Ms. Jabulsi Siwi, the charge the affairs of the South African High Commission to Malaysia, to say a few words. Please welcome.
Kirinya percayakan pada tahu mati sendiri.
Good evening. I thought you didn't hear me. Please allow me to be a lady. I may take longer than His Excellency. I hope you forgive me. Let's get to the business of the day. Program Director, our host, Mr. Muhammad Farza, President of the International Global Network, Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, our delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Sanibonani. Sanibonani is good evening. One of my languages is South African language. It is a great privilege and honor for me to address the young minds on matters of the future, and more importantly, on matters of the geopolitical current situation that we are facing now. Because we cannot talk about the future without talking about what's happening now. We are entering the dynamic landscape of the industrial revolution, where exponential technology-led transformations are changing traditional ways of conducting business across various sectors, such as mobility, green energy, aerospace, smart manufacturing, automation, and artificial intelligence. This evening's theme, as mentioned earlier, is navigating the future and shaping the role in our role in the third industrial revolution. And we'll be focusing on the role of diplomacy in navigating the third industrial revolution and the role of youth in shaping such. Navigating the future in the fifth industrial revolution refers to understanding and preparing for the next wave of technological and societal transformation. The 5IR focuses on human-centered innovation, where technology and artificial intelligence work alongside humans to create more sustainable, ethical, and personalized advancements. Throughout history, humanity has witnessed considerable achievements and progress marked by a steady progression towards scientific achievements, technological innovation. Indeed, the continuous exploration, invention, and use of technology began with the evolution and development of humankind. As humanity has progressed, technological progress has continued to be essential for the human well-being, and we have witnessed from the pre-industrial revolution through the various phases from the first to the fifth industrial revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, it is always understood that diplomacy focuses on the following pillars: that is negotiation, communication, building relationships, and promoting interests. These principles serve as the foundation of effective diplomatic international cooperation. However, diplomacy has become more than what it's traditionally known for. The developments in the 21st century brought many changes in the world, not excluding the diplomatic environment, as the mentioned principles are conducted through technology. Unlike in the olden days, we used to write non-verbal, someone to drop a non-verbal to communicate in another office, but now those are done by email, they send through technology. We no longer write in a horse to go and talk to our counterparts. So developments are progressing and very fast. As mentioned earlier, who would have thought that in the 19th century and the 20th century would have what we call now digital diplomacy, science diplomacy. Yes, there was science diplomacy, but then there was never a term that is directly used for science diplomacy. We know science diplomacy in the 1960s and late 50s when USSR at the time and the United States, they worked together to go to the moon. That was science diplomacy, but we never had that term at the time. It's become a known word now in the 21st century. So diplomacy is evolving with technology. Diplomacy has long been a feature of human history, but remained consistently swift and it adapts quickly to changes. Diplomats may play a vital role in promoting positive changes and developments we see today. The 5IR perceives individuals as partners at work in manufacturing and producing organizations. Diplomats promote collaboration between countries. They encourage sharing of knowledge, work together in research of innovation and technology development, and other aspects. For an example, diplomats were the drivers of collaboration between countries when COVID-19 vaccine was developed and created and distributed. That was health and science diplomacy. Through diplomacy, countries are working towards enhancing food security. Food security has become one of the important aspects, just like our drive for peace and security, stability in the world, climate change. food security has become one of the most aspects because of climate change. Food security is getting to be more and more important. Therefore, to enhance food security, we need to adapt to technological agricultural use of producing food. Food security can be addressed through vigorous use of agriculture as primary food provider instead of taking processed food. Digital agriculture for sustainable growth, the agricultural sector, which is a critical pillar of the South African economy, is embracing digital transformation to ensure sustainable growth in the 5IR. Innovative farming practices, precision agriculture, and IoT-led enable monitoring and optimize agricultural processes, and they increase productivity, promote environmental stewardship. South Africa embraces e-government initiatives during this 5th industrial revolution by adapting and using the new technology in the agricultural sector. We cannot deny, of course, that any change, just like the technology development, they bring insecurities and concern. The applications of AI have their positive and negative aspects. The prevailing concern is that artificial intelligence, while still unfolding its full potential, may outstrip its job capacity, leading to a net loss of employment opportunities. However, this brings an opportunity for us and for you young people to learn more skills on things that they can only be done by humans, such as diplomacy, coupled with negotiation skills, more and other aspects. But diplomacy, it will remain a human-only performed skill. As diplomats, because you require humanity, and you have a term called Ubuntu back home in South Africa. Ubuntu means I am because you are. Diplomats need to apply that. That cannot be done by robots. So as diplomats, we also need to learn more skills, because diplomats are the drivers of negotiations. We need compassion to practice our full mandate on conflict resolution, negotiating for peace, promoting peace through negotiations in conflict-engulfed countries such as Gaza, the Great Lakes in Africa, and Ukraine. If the fourth industrial revolution was artificial intelligence only, the fifth one, industrial revolution, has collaborative robots, and in short, they are called cobots, as primary technology offering. It should be understood that human artificial intelligence collaboration, unlike automation during fourth industrial revolution, 5IR emphasizes on robots enhancing human capabilities rather than replacing them. Now, what is the role of the youth in all these changes? I would quote Her Excellency Condoleezza Rice, the former Secretary of State of the United States of America, when she said, I am quoting, "We are in a new world. We are in a new world in which a possibility of terrorism married up with technology could make us very, very sorry in the end," unquote. This is where young people, young leaders come in. You are tasked with learning multiple skills. Whether you choose to be a journalist, a diplomat, historian, or a doctor, you need to learn and understand how technology works, how to coexist with robots, at least know, if necessary, how to control and program computerized working machines to provide positive services instead of having them used as attack instruments. As young people, you need to understand cyber security framework and be able to build on its innovation and resilience. Your skills need to be up. You need to have more skills so that you know how to control robots, even if you are you're working in a different place. As young people, you are very lucky because you have ChatGPT, DeepSeek to write your academic papers. I will also refer to Dr. Naledi Pandor, former Minister of Foreign Affairs of South Africa, when she said, it's very important that you combine your technology research with your traditional way of doing your research. That's reading. So she encouraged the academia, when she addressed the academia in Malaysia last year, that reading is also important. It's not only up to young people to make means to upskill themselves. Governments will really need assistance. I was lucky yesterday, I attended the launch of a book called Science Diplomacy at USI University. So I'm glad Malaysia is doing something about upskilling and training diplomats on science diplomacy. As I conclude, I wish to point out that South Africa, the African continent, is not remaining behind. We are following suit with technology. Talking about South Africa's headway in transforming and the digital horizon and embracing technology for the future. Fifth Industrial Revolution, it's evident in South Africa. There is prosperous digital future in 5IR through inclusivity, education, and empowerment. As South Africa continues its digital journey, the nation stands ready to capitalize on the opportunities of 5IR, positioning itself as a beacon of technological progress in the economic transformation on the African continent. I thank you, and I wish you all the best with your deliberations this week.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Ms. Yawin. We would like to kindly ask you to come to our stage because we are going to have a quick session with our delegate from South Africa. And with that, we would like to invite the delegations from South Africa to come forward to the stage to join our Ms. Jabulisiwe to proceed with the photography session. Please welcome the delegation from South Africa. And Ms. Jabulisiwe, we also would like to invite the embassy, the representative from embassy. All right. Let us proceed with the photo session on my count. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Jabulisiwe, the delegations of South Africa for the photo session just now, and to Ms. Jabulisiwe for your inspiring words just now. She has actually shared a very important point that I have, I would say, picked up just now, whereby even though the emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence can be so advanced to the extent of it can replace people, but you guys here, the future diplomats are the ones that will reach the people all around the world. All right? So, up next, I would like to just, not everyone here, if you guys are still here focusing on the event. So if I say, hey, you say, ho, hey, 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 ho, ho. All right, okay, thank you so much. And to wake you guys up even more, we are going to witness a vibrant cultural showcase from our own delegates that represents a land known for its rich traditions, energetic rhythms, and activating movements. And this performance will bring the essence of its culture to life on our stage. So, please sit back, relax, and let us give a big round of applause for the delegate from Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a big round of applause from our junior delegates from Indonesia. Thank you for gracing us with your movements. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, let us move on with our next agenda. And we are going to proceed with our next speaker. And it is my pleasure to welcome His Excellency Mr. M.I. Mohammad Rizvi, Acting High Commissioner of the Democratic Republic of Sri Lanka, up on stage to give a few words. Please welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, apologies. We are going to proceed with our the next speaker first. And we are going to proceed with the next speaker to give us his sharing. And with that, we would like to invite Mr. Carlos Javier Castro Morales, the Deputy Head of Mission at the Embassy of the Republic of Peru in Malaysia, to come up on stage. Please welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ambassador, diplomatic members, and delegations from many countries. I'm really excited to be here with all of you and share some insight on my personal experience in the diplomatic career. First of all, I want to congratulate to Mr. Mohammad Faisal, President of the International Global Network, to organize this very, very important event for our young generation. Thank you very much for the effort to organize this event. As I said, I want to share with you my personal view after being in the Peruvian diplomatic service for more than 25 years. I was in Eurasia sometimes and said, like, what is the diplomat? I didn't have any idea what it's all about. I was totally surprised that I was just to be admitted with the diplomatic service. Of course, I made my efforts to try to pass all this ambitious process with based on knowledge, based on self-experience and personal skills, especially adapted for the diplomats. Well, after 25 years, I can say I have maybe 50% of the idea what is diplomacy. You learn the process. Even if I reach the category of ambassador, as ambassador said, maybe he will testify my point of view. We are learning every day. It's a holistic profession that you need to know about everything in the moment that you want to negotiate or interact with other diplomats in the international forum. So, saying that is, I want just to highlight the conjunctural and this special generation we need to face. There is previous speakers. We are in a very new area in the international world. We are testifying these geopolitical tensions. We see economic tensions. We see military conflicts. We see that even the mankind is in peril by the nuclear attack and the use of nuclear weapons. So. Besides of this, also, you are the generation to survive the pandemics like COVID-19 and all that effect caused the society. So your generation also is challenged to the best use the artificial intelligence, which demands many knowledge, many questions also that you need to apply in different sectors. I just recommend you in this exercise that you are doing the following days, Asia United Nations, to just take some principles that you see, for instance, with the Peruvian foreign policy, which is defense the democratic process, protect the human rights, protect the environment, it's against climate change, try to protect diversity, the biodiversity also, try to promote economic cooperation, economic integration. That is the deal, that is very important if you want to avoid some conflicts. During this exercise that you are experiencing the following days, please try to develop the skills or to be a leader, leadership. Try to, how to best the solution, try to find the best solution in any conflict, in any divergence point of view. Diplomacy is the art to negotiate. Diplomacy is how to find the best way to beneficial to all of us. In this world, we are all of us involved, and we need to deal with the same challenge, and we need to take advantage of the benefits that we can see forward in the next years. That is my advice for this new generation. I hope that you will change and improve your skills and leadership, and also people fluency. That is very important in the way that you are negotiate or try to discuss any point with others. Thank you very much for the invitation. I hope that you enjoy this dinner, and hope that you will take advantage of all the knowledge, of all the expertise that you get after this simulation of age or model United Nations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Carlos, for sharing your valuable insights and for honoring us with your presence this evening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome our next speaker of the night, and it is my great pleasure to welcome up on stage Mr. M.I. Muhammad Rizvi, Acting High Commissioner of the Democratic Republic of Sri Lanka, up to the stage to give a few words. Please welcome.
Thank you very much, Master Officer Amin, President of AWMUN, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, parents, young delegates, and students. Good evening. It's my great honor to be here for this gathering on stimulation and the model operation of the United Nations. It's recalled my memories. I started my career with UNICEF as an employee before 20 years, before joining the Sri Lanka Foreign Service. Almost 3 years I was working with the UNICEF in the field office in Sri Lanka. I know how the UNICEF system is working, UN system is working. And it is a great opportunity to you all to get this exposure and having the greater network. In your career, very important thing is meeting people and knowing people. It's very important. With that note, I would like to indicate a significant changes in Sri Lanka. As you all young, a few maybe follow Sri Lanka. We were in the media in the last 2-3 years for the positive and negative. You know, most of the time our media friends carry the negative things and positive things you have to explore. So as a you have to explore the unfound truth and unfound opportunities. I would like to indicate a few things what's happening in Sri Lanka. You are the young forum. Likewise, Sri Lanka, we had a parliament election in the last year. Our parliament fully occupied with the young people. So people like you also enter in the Sri Lankan parliament, and they are the legislators and they are the lawmakers in Sri Lanka. With a huge participation from the women's population. There are a lot of changes are happening in the world and in your home country also. You all want to know what is your target and how you want to project your target. We are always talking about these challenges. Yes, challenges are there, but challenges are creating opportunities. We, Sri Lanka, had the economic challenges, and within 2 years, we were able to recover our foreign, and our tourism sector is working very well. Likewise, there are few global challenges. My previous speakers indicated those things. Global warming. With the global warming, you have to do the sustainable development. So the stimulators are here. You all want to know how we are going to contribute for these global issues. The AI plays a huge role. Not only your researchers and theses, even the diplomacy. Now, most of us, we are using the AI tool. Meanwhile, there are a few gray areas which has to be contributed by a few views from you. As a youth, you have a great challenge. While you are having a big dream to overcome these challenges, I hope you all will be contributed. You will be contributing for the future development. With that note, I would like to thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Robert Rizvi, for your speech. I would like to ask you to kindly remain on stage for us to have a photo session. And with that, we would like to invite the delegates from the Sri Lanka to come forward to the stage to have a photo session with Your Excellency Robert Rizvi. Please welcome. Let us shoot the flag first. Alright, so get ready. On my count. Ready on my count in 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay, thank you so much to Your Excellency Mohammed Rizvi for your valuable insights. And thank you as well to all the delegates from Sri Lanka for joining us on the stage. You may now return back to your seats. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move forward with our next agenda, but not for another speech this time around. We are going to proceed with another amazing agenda. I will see it is a proud moment, and we have now reached an exciting highlight for our event, which is the Parade of Nations. And in this remarkable moment, we will be celebrating the diverse representation of our participants. And this year, we are proud to showcase to all of you 21 countries from a total of 27 participating nations at the 10th edition of the Asia World Model United Nations. As each country is announced, we would like to invite the respective delegates to proudly take the stage representing the nations with dignity and enthusiasm. And ladies and gentlemen, let us give a big round of applause as we celebrate this Remembrance Day of global unity and collaboration. To begin with, let us welcome Australia! Please welcome Brunei Darussalam! Let's welcome China! Please welcome France! Please welcome India! Let us welcome Indonesia! Please welcome Japan! Please welcome Malaysia! Let us welcome Maldives! Please welcome Mongolia! Please welcome Niger. Please welcome the Philippines. Please welcome Portugal. Let us welcome South Africa. Please welcome South Korea. Please welcome Sri Lanka. Please welcome Taiwan. Please welcome the United States of America. And last but definitely not least, Vietnam. And we would like to invite all the distinguished guests, as well as guests of our result, to come forward for us to have a photo session with the Parade of Nations delegates. Please welcome. Delegates, can you raise your flags? All right, on my count. Spanish one.